You say you love me, but do you listen to me? You sing about me with raised hands and closed eyes, but then you walk out and follow your own desires. You quote my words when it's convenient, but ignore my voice when it confronts you. You say I'm your Lord, but who really rules your decisions? You say, God, I love you, but I ask, where is your obedience? Because I never said, if you love me, feel emotional. I never said, if you love me, post about me. I never said, if you love me, agree with me in theory. I said this, if you love me, keep my commandments. In John 14:15. That is the dividing line, not your talent, not your gifting, not how many Bible studies you attend. Obedience is the proof of love. Don't tell me you love me and then live like I don't exist. Don't call me Savior and still cling to your sin. Don't call me Lord while exalting your own voice above mine. Because love without obedience is nothing more than flattery, and flattery doesn't move me. You say you want to know my heart, but my commandments reveal my heart. You say you want to walk in purpose, but my will is revealed to the obedient, not the casual. This isn't about legalism. This isn't about control. This is about covenant. I gave you everything, my blood, my body, my breath. And I ask for your everything in return, not because I'm cruel, but because I'm holy. Not because I'm distant, but because I love you too much to let you destroy yourself with compromise. So I ask again, if you truly love me, why don't you do what I say? You say, I love you, Lord. But I'm asking, do you love me with your life or just your lips? Because I see through the performance. I see past the rehearsed prayers and church smiles. I see what happens when the stage is empty and the lights go out. That's where love is proven. Not in moments of emotion, but in patterns of obedience. You can sing louder than anyone in the room, but if you walk out unchanged, your worship is noise to me. Obedience is the volume knob of your love. The more you obey, the louder your love rings in my ears. Remember Mary of Bethany? She sat at my feet while everyone else scrambled for status. She chose my words over her agenda, and I called it the better portion. Because love that listens moves me. Love that follows is what I honor. You say, but I have a good heart. Child, a good heart is proven by good fruit. And fruit only grows where roots are submitted. Are your roots in my word or in your emotions? You say, but I mean well. I'm not asking for good intentions. I'm asking for obedience. David wasn't perfect, but he was after my heart. Why? Because when I spoke, he listened. Even when he failed, he came back broken, not proud. He didn't justify, he repented. That's love. The world says love is a feeling. I say love is faithfulness. The world says love is tolerance. I say love is truth. The world says love is whatever makes you happy. I say love is doing what pleases me, even when it hurts. So don't just say you love me. Show me. Don't just shout it. Live it. Don't just feel it. Obey me. Because if you love me, you will keep my commandments. And if you keep my commandments, you will walk in my presence. You will live in my love. You will abide in my promises. I don't want a part of your heart. I want all of you. Because I gave all of me. So now I'm asking, do you love me enough to listen? Do you love me enough to follow? Do you love me enough to obey? Don't fool yourself. Obeying me halfway is still rebellion. Following me when it's easy but ignoring me when it's hard. That's not love. That's convenience. When I said, if you love me, keep my commandments, I didn't say, pick the ones you like. I didn't say, obey me when it fits your schedule. I didn't say, honor me when it feels good. I said all my commandments, all my ways, all your heart. You see, partial obedience is actually complete disobedience in disguise. It's painted over with spiritual language. But underneath, it's still rebellion. Do you remember Saul? I told him, destroy everything. But he saved what looked good in his eyes. He said it was for me. He even planned a sacrifice. But I wasn't impressed. I told Samuel, to obey is better than sacrifice. Not louder worship, not better music, not bigger offerings. Obedience. You can't bribe me with spiritual activity while ignoring my instructions. You can't offer me a song when I asked for surrender. You can't give me a portion when I demanded all. I'm not after your show. I'm after your submission. Some of you are like Saul. You're doing most of what I said, but you're keeping the one thing you still want. The relationship I told you to walk away from. The sin you keep excusing. The compromise you renamed wisdom. But I see through it, and I'm not fooled by it. Obedience is not negotiation. It's not selective. It's not flexible. When you edit my word to fit your lifestyle, you no longer serve me. You serve yourself. When you say, I'll obey you here, but not there, you've crowned yourself king, and there's only room for one throne in your heart. Let me remind you, I am the Lord your God, not your advisor, not your consultant, not your backup plan. I don't bless partial obedience. I don't anoint selective followers. I bless the ones who go all in. So ask yourself, have you obeyed me fully, or just enough to feel safe? I don't want your version of obedience. I want the kind that leaves no room for pride, no excuses, no delays, no conditions, just yes. You want me to rescue you, but will you let me rule you? You cry out to me when you're drowning. But do you listen when I tell you how to walk? You love the cross that saves you, but do you submit to the crown that commands you? You can't divide me. I'm not part Savior, part Lord. I am both, or I am nothing to you. When I died for you, I didn't purchase a Sunday version of your life. I bought all of it, every hour, every breath, every decision. So let me ask you, do I actually lead your life? Or do I just bless the parts you already chose? Many call me Lord, but few surrender. You say, Jesus is my Lord, but your schedule rules you. Your emotions drive you. Your fears control you. If I am Lord, then I don't take suggestions. I give commands. And those commands are not burdens. They are boundaries of love. But hear me, I will not compete with your idols. I will not fight for second place. I will not be your emergency exit when your plans fall apart. I am not your backup plan. I am the way. I am not your motivational quote. I am the truth. I am not your emotional escape. I am the life. So if you truly call me Lord, then your life must reflect it. That means I lead, and you follow. Not the other way around. That means I can tell you where to go, who to leave, what to give, when to move, and how to live. And you don't argue. You obey, because love doesn't argue with the one it trusts. Remember the rich young ruler? He did everything right, outwardly. But when I told him, sell it all and follow me, he walked away. Why? Because I wasn't truly Lord to him. His possessions were. So I'm asking you now, what are you holding tighter than me? What are you unwilling to lay down? Because that's your real Lord. I'm not just here to forgive you. I'm here to form you, to change you, to lead you. If you love me, you won't just call me Lord. You'll live like I am. Not your will, but mine. Not your way, but mine. Not your dreams, but mine. Because when I am your Lord, everything changes. And I promise you this, you'll never lose more than you gain by following me. I know it hurts. I know that what I asked you to give up still stings. I know you cried when you walked away. I know it didn't make sense at the time. But hear me. Obedience is not supposed to feel easy. It's supposed to cost something. When I asked Abraham to lay Isaac on the altar, I wasn't trying to destroy his promise. I was testing his heart. Would he obey me even when it didn't align with his understanding? Would he trust me with the very thing I gave him? And child, I'm asking you the same. When I ask you to let go, it's not because I'm trying to punish you. It's because I'm trying to free you. You cry, "Why did you take it?" But I say, "Why did you trust it more than me?" Obedience hurts when it pulls you away from what's familiar. But it's in the surrender that you meet me more deeply. Remember my son in the garden? Even he said, "If it's possible, take this cup from me." But then he finished with the words that move heaven. "Not my will, but yours be done." He didn't obey because it felt good. He obeyed because love obeys, even when it bleeds. Some of you want resurrection power without crucified obedience. You want blessings without the altar. But I don't pour out my glory where there is no death to self. You say, "God, I want to go higher." Then go lower. Lay down the relationship I told you to release. Cut off the sin you keep justifying. Close the door I told you not to open again. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm healing you through obedience. What I ask you to surrender may be painful now, but it's protecting you from a future destruction you can't see. I see what you don't. I know what's waiting around the corner. I know who will destroy your peace. I know what compromise will cost you 10 years from now. So when I say no, it's not rejection. It's redirection. When I say let it go, it's not loss. It's liberation. When I say obey me, it's not control. It's covenant love. Child, your feelings are real, but they are not your God. I am. So even when it hurts, even when it costs you everything you thought you needed, even when it breaks your comfort, obey me, and I promise, you'll never regret saying yes to me. You think people are watching your talent. They're not. They're watching your obedience. You say, "I want to shine for you." But hear me, obedience is your brightest light. You don't need a platform to influence people. You need integrity. You need consistency. You need a life that says, "I follow Jesus, even when it costs me." Do you remember Daniel? He didn't post a sermon. He didn't shout in the streets. He just obeyed. When the decree said, "Stop praying," he opened his windows and prayed anyway. That's obedience. And that obedience shook a nation. When you obey me in private, it creates ripples in public. When you obey me at work, when you obey me at school, when you obey me in your family, people see me in you. You don't need to explain your faith with fancy words. Let your lifestyle speak. Let your choices preach. When others cheat to get ahead, choose honesty. When others gossip, choose silence. When others compromise, choose holiness. Your obedience is a signpost. It says, there's a different king in charge of my life. It's not just about you. It's about them, the ones watching, wondering if I'm real. And sometimes, they'll never open a Bible, but they're reading you. You say you want revival? It doesn't start with noise. It starts with obedience. The early church didn't turn the world upside down with strategies. They did it with surrender. They gave their lives. They endured prison. They rejoiced in suffering. They obeyed. That kind of obedience still speaks today. It still saves souls. It still convicts hearts. It still draws people to me. So let me ask you, what is your obedience saying about me? Does your life make people curious about my kingdom? Or comfortable in compromise? Does your obedience point to me? Or does your silence protect your comfort? Because I've placed you in this world on purpose. You are salt. You are light. You are a living witness. But if salt loses its saltiness, if light stays hidden, what's the point? So obey me when no one sees. Obey me when it's unpopular. Obey me when it costs your reputation. Obey me when it costs your friends. And I will use your life as a testimony of my power. You think you're obedient, because you said yes. But I'm asking, when did you obey? Because delayed obedience is still disobedience, just dressed up to look spiritual. You say, I'll forgive them later. I'll let go of that sin when I'm ready. I'll follow you, Lord. Just not today. But I never said, if you love me, obey me eventually. I said, if you love me, keep my commandments. And when I speak, I mean now. Because every delay opens a door, and every door you leave open invites deception. The longer you hesitate, the weaker your conviction becomes. Don't believe the lie that you have time. Don't assume tomorrow will still be soft to my voice. Your delay today might become disobedience tomorrow. Do you remember the parable of the two sons? One said no, but later obeyed. The other said yes, but never did what I asked. The one who obeyed is the one I honored, not the one who spoke well. I don't want your promises. I want your prompt obedience. Look at Lot's wife. I gave clear instructions. Don't look back. She delayed in her spirit, and it cost her everything. Some of you are still looking back, still clinging to old patterns, still negotiating with sin, still waiting for perfect timing. But I am not on your schedule. You are on mine. When I speak, it's not a suggestion. It's a rescue. It's a warning. It's a command from the King of Kings. So stop saying, later, God. Stop saying, when I feel ready. Stop saying, just one more time. Child, delayed obedience is a slow form of rebellion. It doesn't look like disobedience at first, but it's still a no, just covered in spiritual excuses. Every time you delay, your heart grows colder. Every time you hesitate, your ears grow dull. And eventually, you won't hear me at all. So act now. Say yes now. Let go now. Forgive now. Obey now. Today, if you hear my voice, do not harden your heart. Hebrews 3:15. Because now is the only moment you truly own. And obedience, real obedience, doesn't wait. Some of you have been told that obedience is bondage, that following my commandments is legalism, that holiness is outdated, that truth is oppressive. They lied to you. Obedience isn't slavery. Obedience is freedom. My commandments are not walls to keep you trapped. They're doors to keep you safe. They're not chains to restrict your joy. They're keys that unlock it. Legalism is when people try to earn salvation by rules, but obedience is what you give. Because you already love me. It's not a checklist. It's a relationship. It's love in motion. It's trust made visible. John 15:10 says, if you keep my commandments, you will remain in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and remain in his love. Did you catch that? Obedience isn't a prison. It's a pathway to my presence. I didn't call you to perform. I called you to walk with me. Even Jesus, my son, obeyed. Not because he was trying to earn favor, but because he loved me fully. You say, but the rules are too hard. I say, my spirit gives you strength. You say, but the world doesn't live this way. I say, you are not of this world. My commandments are not suggestions.